Hi everybody and welcome to video 3. So this is how rose-tinted living can change your life in a positive way in your everyday life. So I understand that some people are more spiritual, like me. I'm a very spiritual person. Maybe they believe in like manifesting, law of attraction, spiritual energy, signs from the universe. I believe in all that. Then there are more kind of logical people who believe that what you see is what you get. They don't have any kind of higher beliefs, or maybe they're unsure or don't really know. So we all believe in totally different things. But very luckily, rose tinted living works on both levels. It works for people that are more spiritual and it works for people that aren't. So I thought I would split it up into two different videos. This first one is all about how rose tinted living can change your everyday life. So it's not going to be a massive long video. There are so many ways it can change your life, but I thought I would just go through a few with you because I know you lose people if you talk for too long, or I know I do. So here are some of the benefits that I've thought of. If you maybe don't think about yourself as being spiritual, maybe watch the next video anyway, because you never know. You might watch it and think that's a load of waffle. Fair enough. Or you might watch it and it might set you off on a whole new path of life. You just don't know. So give it a watch. You never know. Even just to laugh at me, just give it a watch. So some of the ways it can benefit you in everyday life, and there are so many. The first is happiness. If you're purposefully looking for the best in everything rather than the worst, you are going to feel a lot happier. And happiness is what we want, isn't it? At the end of every goal or everything we want out of life, we want it because it's going to make us happy. So looking for the best in life makes you a lot happier. It's really simple, but really true. You focus on the good in the world rather than focusing on the bad. If you go for a walk, for example, with your rose tinted glasses on, I've actually got some rose tinted glasses now and they're amazing. So if you go for a walk wearing your rose tinted glasses, you'll see the good. You'll be in a good mood, you'll be purposefully looking for things you want to see. You'll see the flowers, you'll see the blue sky, you will see the beauty of the trees, you'll see butterflies, you'll see cute dogs walking past, you'll see all the nice things, and the more cute dogs, and the more nice things you see, the better you'll feel, and then the more you'll be looking for more nice things. So you'll have a lovely walk. If you go for a walk in a mood with your grey tinted glasses on, these are amazing, you'll be looking for the bad. So you will see rubbish on the floor and you'll be thinking, oh, why do people just drop litter on the floor all the time? It's such a mess. You'll be looking for the dog poo. You'll be looking for the weeds, the wasps and the nettles. You'll be looking for all the bad things. So you'll see all the bad things. And you won't have a nice walk. You'll have a grumpy, miserable walk. So the beauty is always there. It's just looking for it rather than looking for what's going wrong. Secondly, health. People who are optimistic and view life through rose-tinted lenses are healthier. Multiple studies have found. People who are optimistic cope a lot better with everyday life and everyday stressors and are far less likely to experience stress and overwhelm. Stress impacts the immune system as it decreases the body's white blood cells that help you to fight off infection. And I think we all know, we have experiences, if you're feeling stressed and you have a lot going on in your life, you get run down, you get colds, you get other viruses, you get things going wrong with your body. And it's always when you're feeling stressed and run down in the first place because your immune system's down. So you don't have those good bugs inside you attacking the bad bugs. Whereas when you're feeling good and you're feeling happy and you're feeling energized, you're a lot more likely to fight off these colds and fight off these bugs when they come along. So you feel a lot healthier if you're optimistic. And you can look into it yourself. A lot of studies have shown this. I'm not just making it up. You're more confident. So you're more confident as you don't just view life and other people through rose-tinted lenses, but you're also viewing yourself through rose-tinted lenses too. You look for the best bits about yourself. You focus on the good. You focus on your strengths and all the wonderful things about yourself. You understand you have weaknesses because everybody has strengths and weaknesses. As nobody's just brilliant at everything, it's just impossible. But you either learn to love yourself anyway, the way you are, flaws and all, and laugh about it, or you work on those areas and decide to improve yourself. For example, I'm rubbish at maths, really rubbish at maths, and it used to stress me out and really stress me out, and I feel really bad about it, like really bad. Like I'm not even, simple sums I can't do a lot of the time. I'm really bad at maths. But now I just think I'm just going to laugh about it, and I do laugh about it, and it doesn't really affect my everyday life. I'm absolutely fine. I have a calculator on my phone. I have people I can ask. my daughter who's 12. So yeah, basically it is what it is, and it doesn't bother me anymore because it's just I'm not good at maths, and that's fine. But what I could do, I could have made the decision to improve it. I could have gone on courses and read a lot of maths books and really got a lot better at maths, but I decided not to do that because it doesn't impact my life that much, so fine, I'll just be rubbish at maths. So it's just either making that decision to live with it and not beat yourself up about it and laugh about it, or do something about it. So when you look at yourself through rose-tinted glasses, you realise how awesome you are, and you know that you can do absolutely anything you put your mind to, because you can, anybody can. And confidence will no longer hold you back. So it's absolutely wonderful looking at yourself through rose-tinted glasses, because you see yourself as awesome, because you are awesome. Your better relationships with other people, when you make a conscious decision to focus on the good in people rather than the bad in people, you would start to enjoy their company a lot more. Really focus and feel gratitude for the things that you love and respect about people. It could be they've got a good sense of humour. It could be that they are good at making other people feel good. It could be their kindness. It could be their cleverness. There's always good things about people. And when you're focusing on that rather than the bad things, you just feel happier in their presence. Again, that's not to say that you let people treat you badly. There has to be a line. It's more the things that might irritate you. They might be with somebody and think, oh, that thing about them could be the way that they breathe or something. That thing really irritates me. And you think about that all the time rather than looking for the good in them. So it's just looking for the good. Make a list. If there's somebody in your life who you just really don't like to spend time with, and again, it could be a decision there. It could be one of those decisions to make using the 3 specs process, where you kind of think, am I going to keep seeing this person, or am I going to cut them out of my life? Sometimes you can't cut them out of your life if it's a relative or your partner's relatives. Not everybody can just cut out your life. So it's then thinking about the good things about them, and not letting the bad things bother you. Just let it go over your head. It makes a massive difference. You will live longer. If you're optimistic, you will live for longer. Again, studies have shown, so look into it. People with a rosier outlook on life can live as much as 15% longer than people who are pessimistic and view life through the grey tinted glasses. This is, of course, linked to less stress because you've got a better immune system and better lifestyle choices. So that's amazing, isn't it? And if you're not living life at the minute, you're going to be soon if you get involved in this. So you want to live as long as humanly possible and enjoy every second of this life. So yeah, live longer. That's a massive benefit. And you'll have more experiences because you say yes to more things. As you won't be thinking of all the things that could go wrong, you'll be thinking of all the things that can go right. For example, somebody might say, do you want to come camping this weekend? You've never been camping before. You might think, oh, I'm not sure, because it might rain, it might be cold, there might be spiders, it might be muddy. I don't think I'd enjoy camping. So you didn't go. Or you could think, actually, I've never been camping. It could be a really good experience. I don't know because I've never tried it. So yes, I will come along and try it. So if you're optimistic, you're just open to more things. And you might try it and you might think, no, it's not really for me, which is fair enough. You've tried it. So at least you know now that you're not a camper. Or alternatively, you might try it and have one of the best weekends of your life. You might absolutely love being out in the outdoors with friends and think this is brilliant. So you've got a new and fulfilling hobby. You just don't know unless you try things. And if you're more optimistic, you're more open to life, so you will try more things. Very finally, you take control of your life. Rose-tinted living is not just being thoughtlessly positive about everything. It's more than that. It involves making decisions. Negative emotions arise and we feel these emotions first to see what they're trying to tell us. Then from that we make a decision on how to go forwards. So you either learn to love, accept and live with the situation, or you decide to change it, to take control of your life, to surf the waves rather than letting the storm carry you along. If something in our lives is making us sad, we don't block it out and ignore it. We bring it out into the light, we feel it, and then we accept it or we do something about it. That's rose-tinted living. It's taking control and it's living with purpose. So there's some of the things I've come up with. There will be a lot more. But the main one is happiness. I mean, why wouldn't you live like this if you know it makes you a lot happier? It's amazing. So there we go. That's video 3. The next video is going to be how can rose-tinted living improve your life spiritually. And like I say, you might not think you're a spiritual person, but try it, because you never know, it could set you off on a whole new path. So thank you for listening. I'll see you in video 4. Bye.